So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Six nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Texans 6, Ravens nothing.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
That it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 27 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
The Ravens.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes. We'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased out under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the...
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the 2nd half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to keep it here. And another juke.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Watson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Jackson now on second and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside?
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Watson going to try and run it. Quick throw completed by Watson. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, touchdown. 74 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They go to Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Watch that. 18. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of that.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching EA Sports. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
36 to Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 70 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's Watson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that a value.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Here we go now as they will again try for two.
Watch out, watch out. No. Check.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's
Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Past the 20. Woo! And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight,